from a hollowed-out tree stump in the middle of no man's land. You reach Married with Comedy with Jeff Onyx and Joe Chandler. Strap in, boys and girls, and keep your arms and legs in the vehicle at all times. 'Cause it's gonna get bumpy.
Nope. Oh no. Boom. There I am. What's up? Hey, welcome to Married with Comedy. I'm Jeff Onyx. I'm going to take out this other earbud. So in today's show, we've got stuff going on. Stuff and things. Yeah, stuff and things. So I can't get my phone thing to work, so Joe's not going to be on the show. Jay's not going to be on the show. It's just going to be me by myself running the thing. So, you know, we're going to have some fun with it. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. On today's show, we're going to meet Gus Goose. We're going to talk about cap guns. We're going to talk about building a water filter out of stuff you have laying around. We're going to talk about particle accelerators. We got a new segment called Six Pack of Facts. We're going to talk about Faith No More. And we're going to talk about Pinky Lee. Okay. So those are all the things we're going to be having going on today. So you'll enjoy it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it. So, all right. Well, to start off, we're going to do the trivia snap. So the trivia question today is, you play along. Where is the largest pyramid in the world located? Where is it located? What country? What area? Where is the largest pyramid in the world located? That is the trivia question of the day. Leave it in the comments. Chitty chat, clickety clack. Let us know what's up. If you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. So that's what's up. All right. So this week in comedy history, we got who do we have? Oh no. No, that's the wrong one. There it is. Today's This Week in Comedy History is Pinky Lee. Pinky Lee was born Pincus Leff in St. Paul, Minnesota on May 2nd, 1907. He was an American burlesque comic and host of the children's television program The Pinky Lee Show in the early 50s? In the early 50s? Yeah. Or early 60s. 50s or 60s? I think he was around in the 60s. Let's look what he's doing. Boom. Pinky Lee. Pinky Lee Show. I don't know, man. I had it all on there, but now I don't. Now I'm like up so the early 50s. There you go. I was right. Early 50s. So Pinky Lee was the host of the Pinky Lee Show in the early 50s. Boom. That guy. Okay. That guy. Pinky Lee. Okay. So let's see. He died April 3rd, 1993 at the age of 85 in Mission Viejo, California. He's easily recognized by his trademark lisp and high-energy antics. His signature costume was a loud plaid suit with baggy checkered pants and an undersized hat. During his routines, whenever anybody irritated him or aggravated him in any way, which happened a lot, he was easily irritable, he would unleash his catchphrase, "Ooh, you make me so mad." Yeah, that was Pinky Lee. You might not know, in 1957, Pinky Lee hosted The Gumby Show, the original appearance of the claymation character Gumby. So, Pinky Lee was the first host of The Gumby Show. So, that was, oh my gosh. That was This Week in Comedy History. Pinky Lee. So, Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so we'll go into music appreciation. Music appreciation. Boom. Music appreciation. So, you know what's really weird is I can hear that. I can hear the table making noise. Is it touching something? There. Oh, now I don't hear it anymore. It was because it was touching the microphone on the bottom of the microphone. That's why it was making noise. So that's what's up. That's what's up with that. So the music appreciation today is Faith No More, the band Faith No More. Okay, so Faith No More, if you've never heard of them, Faith No More is an American rock band from San Francisco, California. They formed in 1979. The band performed under the names Sharp Young Men and Faith No Man before settling on the Faith No More name in July of 1983. So you had bassist Billy Gould, keyboardist and rhythm guitarist Roddy Bottum, and drummer Mike Borden. They were in the band from the very beginning. And then they had various people who came in the lineup to sing. So the current lineup is Billy Gould, Roddy Borden, Mike Bottom, lead guitarist John Hudson, and lead vocalist and lyricist Mike Patton. And Mike Patton is in a lot of different bands and stuff, but he was in Faith No More. That's what everybody recognizes him from, is Faith No More. You might not know Faith No More was nominated for Grammys in 1990, 1991, and 1993. They were also nominated for the MTV Music Video Award, a Video Music Award, in 1990, and then 3 times in 1991 and again in 1993. They won the MTV Video Music Award 1 time in 1991. So, Faith No More. Faith No More. That's the band. That's the band there. Faith No More. Yup. So, boom. That was music appreciation. So who's next? Oh, this is the new segment, 6-pack of facts. What's funny is I don't even have a lower third for 6-pack of facts. So we'll have to get the lower third for 6-pack of facts. So the 6-pack of facts. Here we go. Ready for the 6-pack of facts, everybody? 6-pack of facts. Burlesque, like getting naked. She asked about Pinky Lee. Well, I guess burlesque comics back then, it wasn't necessarily getting for adult. It was just adult comedy, grown up comedy. So yeah, burlesque dances. All right, so 6-pack of facts. Here we go. Fact number 1. Ketchup used to be a medicine that was sold in pill form in the 1800s. So fact number 1, ketchup used to be a medicine that was sold in pill form in the 1800s. Fact number 2, bubble wrap was originally a textured wallpaper. That's fact number 2. Bubble wrap was originally a textured wallpaper. Okay. Fact number 3, Cookie Monster's name is actually Sid. Cookie Monster has a name. Fact number 3, Cookie Monster's name is actually Sid. So if you've never ever wondered that. Number 4, fact number 4 of 6-pack of facts. Here we go. The keyhole at the bottom of the padlock, or oftentimes a hole at the bottom of the key, the padlock, was designed that way to allow water to drain out in case it rained or got wet. Then the water would be able to drain out of the bottom. If they didn't have the key at the bottom, or then they would have a hole. But they had the key and the hole on some locks, and some of them just have the keyhole. But the keyhole and holes at the bottom of the padlock were there just in case it rains. That's 6-pack of fact number 4. Fact number 5. The Sierra Nevada mountains have pink snow that tastes and smells like watermelon. Six-pack of facts. Fact number 5. The Sierra Nevada mountains have pink snow that tastes and smells like watermelon. And our final six-pack of facts. Fact number 6. There's a bridge in the Netherlands built over a highway just for squirrels to cross. Only 5 squirrels pass over it each year. So, six-pack of facts. Fact number 6, there's a bridge in the Netherlands built over a highway, and it's designed just for squirrels to be able to cross the highway, and only 5 squirrels per year use it. So that was the six-pack of facts. Oh my goodness, I really like that one. Oh man, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. All right. So next we got conjecture or fact. Yeah. What is that? I got like pop-up windows. Why do I have pop-up windows in the middle of my stuff there? Oh my gosh. Why do I have pop-up windows? All right, here we go. Boom. Probably because this website probably gave me some pop-up window. But we're going to look at it anyway. Here we go. The conjecture fact today is particle accelerators. Particle accelerators. So a lot of people don't know that particle accelerators have actually been around for a long time. Okay. And everybody thinks the bigger the better. So originally, Ernest Rutherford discovered that in 1999 that you could split a nitrogen atom by bombarding it with alpha particles. Okay. And then that way they could actually do it rather than waiting for, it to happen naturally so they can observe it. Okay. So Rolf Winterau built a particle accelerator in 1928 in Germany. So it was there to produce 50 Kiev potassium ions. Okay. So at the time, what they were doing was they were bombarding particles with, atoms with particles, right? Accelerating them. And it was a linear thing, which meant that it was in just one line, and it went and it did it. So the downside of using a linear particle accelerator is that the length of the drip tube has to be increased as the velocity increases, making the machine rather large and difficult to construct, and it uses high energies. In 1929, Ernest Lawrence came up with the much more compact cyclotron accelerator, which accelerates particles along a spiral path guided by a magnetic field. And then, so they made their cyclotron, which was only 4 inches in diameter. Okay. So, and then, the most powerful type of accelerator, similar to the one that we use right now, came into existence around the 1950s. Okay. Particles started to approach the speed of light. They would slow down due to relativistic effects of some of the energy that goes into the relativistic mass. So they wouldn't, they wouldn't synchronize properly. They would lose synchronization with the RF electrical field of the cyclotron. So they had to, figure that out. They started using, instead of colliding particles head on, let's see. Since the energy available for the production of new particles is given in the center of mass frame of the collision, it's much more efficient to collide particles head on instead of shooting a beam on a fixed target. So instead of taking particles and trying to hit something, they would take a particle and try to, instead of taking a bunch of particles and try to hit another particle, they decided to take one particle and try to shoot it through. Okay. Let's see. Here's the history of it. Okay. Particle accelerators that used various technologies. Okay, so here we go. 1955, the antiproton particle at the Bevatron accelerator used proton synchrotron, and that was in the United States. Then we had in 1962 the muon neutron, and the accelerator was the AGS accelerator, and it was a proton synchrotron. Okay, so I got synchrotron. It's synchrotron. In 1974, the Meson particle was accelerated at the SLAC accelerator and used electron linic, and that's in the United States. All these, well, they know they're not all in the United States. In 1975, the tau lepton went through the SLAC accelerator, and also it was a electron linac, and that was also in Menlo Park, United States. Then in 1978 and 1979, the gluon particle was thrown through the Doris and Petra accelerator, the Doris accelerator and the Petra accelerator, and they used electron synchrotron, and that was in Germany. And then in 1980, the WZ boson particle went through the SPS, or these ones that were actually discovered. I'm looking to see if these are ones that are discovered. Oh, no, those are the ones that are collided. Okay, so and that was in Switzerland. And then 1955, the top quark was at the Tevtron accelerator, and that's a proton synchrotron. That was also in the United States. In the year 2000, a tau neutrino at the Tevtron accelerator, and they used proton synchrotron. All the rest of them used proton synchrotron, and that was in the United States. And then in 2012, the Higgs boson particle was, I guess, discovered. I guess those were discovered because that's when that was discovered at the LHC at CERN in Switzerland. Okay. So people are trying to, blow these things through, basically shoot particles through these accelerators. Now, here's the conjecture effect. A lot of people think that all of these shooting particles is going to open up a gateway to hell, or already has opened up a gateway to hell. So what do you think? Write it in the description, or write it in the comments. Let me know if you think that they are opening up a gateway to hell by shooting these particles and splitting particles and accelerating particles and trying to, break atoms with other atoms and stuff, So, that's up to you. You let me know. You let me know what you think. Okay? You let me know what you think. So that was the conjecture of fact. Are they opening up a gateway to hell, or are they not opening up a gateway to hell? Those are the things we need to know. And it's up to you, because some people think that it's opening up a gateway to hell. Some people don't. Now, normally we would have Jay on, and Jay and I would talk about that, and then we would discuss this a little bit, because Jay and I are both into this kind of stuff, so we'd have a little bit more of a deeper discussion where we would bounce some things off, like the symbols that they have at the Hadron Collider, the CERN Collider, and the large LHC is the Large Hadron Collider. They have symbols and they have statues and they have incantations or different things written on there. So are they trying to, open up a gateway to hell, or are they not? Why do they have all those symbols on there? What's up with that? What's the point of all that? You know what the trippy thing about this is? I could have moved the camera more that way, but I moved it this way. So whatever. That's what's going on with that. Whatever. So yeah. Outpost survival tip of the week. The Outpost survival tip of the week. All right. You're gonna have to visualize this. I've got a bottle so you can visualize it with me, okay? The Outpost survival tip of the week is your own DIY, do-it-yourself water filter. So if you have a bottle and you have a container that you can get the water into the bottle and out of the bottle, then you can filter your own water. 2-liter bottle works good, but a lot of people have this size bottle. So what you do is you take at the very bottom right here, you put a rock in there, so that way whatever you put in there doesn't come out too much. It just comes out like as a trickle. So you put a rock in there, just barely enough that it'll fit in there, but not enough that it'll block it up. So big enough that it'll, go in the hole, but not big enough that it'll go all the way through. Then the next layer, you put charcoal. Where do you get charcoal? And I don't mean briquettes like the matchlight briquettes. I mean charcoal. What you do is you light a fire, like a campfire or what have you, and you take a couple pieces of the wood after they've burned a little bit, and take them out of the fire after they've been burned some, and the part of the wood that has burned but not been consumed all the way will be black, and that is charcoal. So you take that and you grind it up really fine, really, really fine. And you put that in the bottle. And you put that in the bottle, like that much ish, right around there. A little bit in the bottle, and you make it about that amount for, like, if I'd say a third of the bottle or a quarter of the bottle. A quarter of the bottle would be just a little less than a quarter of the bottle. If you're using a 2-liter bottle, then it'd be a bigger bottle, so it'd be a lot more stuff in there, but you put about a quarter of the bottle full of charcoal. Then by the way, you've got to cut the top of the bottle off, or the bottom of the bottle off. You cut the bottom of the bottle off right here, and that allows you to put stuff down in it. Okay, so you put the rock in, then you put the charcoal in, then you put sand in, then you put grass in, and when I talk about grass, I mean long grass. You find yourself some like hay stuff, long grass, grass. It doesn't matter if it's green grass or dry grass or whatever, just as long as it's grass. So you put your charcoal, then your sand, then your grass, and at the top you put some gravel. At the top of it, put some gravel, and you basically fill the rest of it with gravel. So a little less than a quarter of the charcoal, a little less than a quarter of sand, a little less than a quarter of grass, and then the rest gravel. Then what you do is you slowly pour the water that's dirty water, gross water. And I'm talking about if you've got like tadpoles and little animals swimming in it and stuff like that, and gross stuff. Okay. So you pour the water in, and the gravel will filter out some of the larger contaminants, animals and the different stuff. Then the grass will filter out the next smaller ones. Then the sand will filter out the next smaller ones. And then the charcoal will filter out the next smaller ones. And then whatever's left over, and it's going to go pretty slow. So you put the water in, and then you put Oh, that's another thing. The first bit of water that you put in, um, you take maybe a half of the bottle worth of water that you put in and discard that. That's basically going to just flush this of all the small particles that are in this out, because you're gonna have stuff in all of the things. You're gonna have stuff in the gravel, in the grass, in the sand, and in the charcoal. All the loose bits will come out when you do the first. You do like fill it, and then it should be good. Maybe one or two times. Okay. Then what you do is then you take a clean cup or a clean pot or a clean whatever, and you put it underneath the bottle, and you pour the dirty water. You pour the dirty water in the top, and it'll go down through it, and it'll come into a cup, and you collect it in the cup. And then after you've collected in the cup, then you boil the water. And here's why. So you get all of the big animals and contaminants out of the water as it goes through the water. Yeah. But you still have, you could still have bacteria and other pathogens in the water that's too small to go through the filter. This will make dirty water clean water. So the filtering it out will make dirty water clean water. It'll take dirty, smelly water and make it clean water. Sometimes what people do is they just run the same water through over and over and over and over and over again. You just to pick up the cup and dump it back in the thing, and you keep doing it until the water is as clean as you want it to be, and then you boil it. So then that way you've got the dirty water turns into clean water, and then after you boil it, then it's purified water. So you've got filtered. This does the filtering, and the boiling does the purification. So you do the filtering and then the purification. You will almost always, wherever you are, as long as you have crappy water, junky water, a bottle, a way to make a fire, you will almost always be able to find a way to make charcoal. You'll always be able to find some kind of sand or really fine dirt. You'll always be able to find some kind of grass or some kind of wet or dry grass or moss. You'll be able to find something almost everywhere you're at. I mean, even in the desert, you'll be able to find some plants that are fibrous enough that you can do this with, and gravel. So, hi, Lori. Haven't seen you in so long. Yeah, that's our new background. And that all that stuff actually works, except for that one. That one doesn't work. All the rest of them work, but that one right there doesn't. So yeah, welcome back, Lori. I was gonna have Joe on here. I'm letting you people know since you just came on. Joe and Jay can't be on tonight because I couldn't get my phone thing to work tonight. I don't know what's up. I didn't come in early enough to make my phone thing work, so my phone thing's not working. So we're not able to do the phone thing to get them on, to have them on. So I'm doing this all solo. So again, the Outpost Survival tip of the week is your DIY water filter. Go through it again, put a rock in there, take the lid off, put a rock in there. After you've cut this off, take off the lid, put a rock in there. It'll block this up. Make sure that it can have water or something go through it, but not enough that it like just flows right out. As long as the rock is big enough to block the hole, but not big enough to block the hole so that nothing comes out of it. Put charcoal in there, about a little less than a fourth of the bottle, and then above that you put in sand, and then above that you put in grass, and then above that you put in gravel. Then you'll be able to run your dirty water through it, make it clean water. Then after you're done making clean water with your water filter that you just made, you boil it to purify it. That's the Outpost Survival tip of the week. Yeah, Outpost Survival tip of the week. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to do Back in the day. Back in the day. Okay, let's see if I've got it over here somewhere. Back in the day. Um. Okay. Back in the day. Back in the day, we had these things. Cap guns. Back in the day, we had cap guns. Yeah, I know they have cap guns today, but we had cap guns that looked like real guns. They were the same color as a real gun, the same size as a real gun. Oftentimes, they looked exactly like a real gun. And nowadays, they've got these orange tips on them for safety reasons, because little kids were pointing them at cops, and cops were getting, cops were shooting little kids accidentally. So the cap gun, also known as a cap pistol, also known as a cap rifle, is a toy that creates a loud sound simulating a gunshot with smoke when a small percussion cap is ignited when some kind of a hammer on the cap gun smacks against the compression cap, causing it to snap. Cap guns were originally made out of cast iron. After World War II, they were made out of zinc alloy. Most of the newer models of cap guns are made of plastic. I remember having cap guns that were like metal, you know. A cap gun gets their name from a small disc of shock-sensitive explosive compounds. They provide the noise and the smoke, effectively the same as a tape primer or percussion cap used in a real firearm in the late 1800s. But the percussion caps used in a cap gun are smaller than what was on, those guns. Originally, the caps that I had were rolls of paper, and the paper caps had this little dot on the paper cap. I mean, the paper had a little dot, and that was the cap itself, and a little hammer would strike the thing. And I remember getting just the rolls of caps and using a rock to hit them because I didn't have a cap gun, but I wanted to have the same noise, but I didn't have a cap gun. And then they later changed that into paper. Into plastic. It was a plastic cap gun that you put a ring of plastic caps or a strip of plastic caps in the gun, and each time you shot it, the revolver ones would spin the chamber, causing the next cap to be in position to be hit. Or if it was a strip one, you put it in there, and it was like it would come up the top or down the bottom and pop them. Let's see. So some are arranged in plastic rings of 8 or 12. There are also single cap rolls of 50 to 500 disc caps. Cap straps, of which are actually extremely small versions of percussion fireworks. Armstrong's mixture is often used today as an explosive, but previously the tiny powder charge was a simple mixture of, I'm not going to tell you, because then you'll mix the stuff up and make your own. Don't do that. I'm not telling you. And then it was sandwiched between two pieces of paper, which hold in the gases of the percussion long enough to make the sound and the sound and the smoke. Okay. So real guns during like the Civil War used primer tape. They used caps. The Springfield model 1855 musket used tape primer, which was just like a cap. And then after the decline, or after the wars, then they didn't need the caps anymore for real guns. And then somebody had the bright idea after watching TV shows, and they made cap guns based on a lot of the TV shows that were coming out. The TV shows like TV shows that had people like Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, Hopalong Cassidy, the Lone Ranger, Tonto, Dale Evans, Marshall Matt Dillon, and a bunch of other ones. I remember having a Starsky and Hutch cap gun. Remember that? Starsky and Hutch cap gun. The golden age of cap guns went for about 20 years between World War II, when TV became popular, and there were a bunch of different cap guns. See, there's a cap gun. Hey, we've seen this display of cap guns. We saw at that gun museum. Almost that exact same one we saw at a gun museum. So there was the Stallion 45, the Pony, the Mustang, the Pioneer, the Cowboy, the Texan, the Colt 45, the Rodeo, and various other types of cap guns. There were some that were small Derringer style cap guns. There were rifle type cap guns. There were guns that looked like the guns from Gunsmoke. So, oh, here you go. Here's the different types of caps. Here you go. So these are the strips of caps, and the little round part right there was hit by the hammer of the cap gun. But like I said, we would take these and we would just hit them with a rock because we were poor and we couldn't afford cap guns a lot of times. And then you had these ones, the ring cap guns. It worked like a revolver, so the ring would go around and the ring would go into the gun, and each of those would go on a corresponding little pin. The hammer of the gun would hit the back of the cap, causing it to pop, and it would pop. It would go pop, and it would smoke. So yeah. So wow. So in 1888, when people started manufacturing cap guns with plastic tips on them that were bright orange, yellow, or whatever, because they wouldn't be accidentally mistaken for guns that were real. I didn't realize that the orange was put on cap guns that early, because I remember having cap guns that didn't have plastic, the orange plastic on them. But that's weird. 19. Oh no, I'm stupid. I thought it said 1888. 1988. Okay, there you go. That makes sense. 1988, they started putting the cap, the orange cap on the cap guns. So yeah. So that's what, back in the day, we had cap guns that looked like real guns. Looked like real guns. Oh, here you go. Here's an actual musket, and this tape thing, that's an actual primer cap. So this would be fed just like a cap gun onto this little pop thing here, this little metal thing, but that would be in a musket, and the musket would have black powder, and it would fire an actual ball or whatever. So yeah. So the back in the day, our back in the day has been cap guns. We had cap guns back in the day. So I know people were jealous because they didn't have cap guns when they were younger. So wow. I'm gonna reiterate the you know what? I'm gonna reiterate the 6-pack of facts just because it was fun. The 6-pack of facts segment, we're reiterating that. Ready? 6-pack of facts. Fact number 1. Ketchup used to be a medicine that was sold in pill form in the 1800s. Fact number 2. Bubble wrap was originally a textured wallpaper. Fact number 3. Cookie Monster's name is actually Sid. Fact number 4. The keyhole or hole at the bottom of the padlock was designed to allow water to drain out of the case, or out of it in case it rained. Fact number 5, the Sierra Nevada mountains have pink snow that tastes and smells like watermelon. Fact number 6, there's a bridge in the Netherlands built over a highway just for squirrels to cross the highway. Only about 5 squirrels per year use the squirrel crossing bridge. That was the 6-pack of facts. 6-pack of facts. So yeah. Oh, that leads us to the pathetic pet of the week. The pathetic pet of the week. Now I want the pathetic pet of the week. Here we go. We're going to show you the pathetic pet of the week. Pathetic pet of the week is this animal here, Gus Goose. Gus Goose is the pathetic pet of the week. Look at Gus Goose. Gus Goose is the pathetic pet of the week. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is a dog. Gus Goose is a pit bull terrier in Kansas City, Missouri. He's an adult male. He's large. He's white and cream. He has his vaccinations up to date. He's been neutered. And he has special needs. His adoption fee is $200. Meet Gus Goose. Gus came to their shelter with a skin problem. Okay. He was adopted by a family with children in 2022 who neglected his care, made his skin worse, and brought him back to the pound several months later because they couldn't take care of him. So he's about 3 to 6 years old. He weighs about 65 to 75 pounds. Gus's situation was dire as he then spent several more months waiting hopelessly for another chance, but no one was interested in adopting a dog with health issues. Those folks decided to bite the bullet and give the silly clown a chance, fully aware that he would likely be a very expensive project, and might have to wait a long time for a loving home. He's just too charming for anyone to leave him to his demise. We can only hope now that a nice family will feel the same way when they meet him. Poor guy has been through a lot. None of his issues are his fault. Despite his troubles, Gus is a fun-loving clown who adores people. All he needs is an important surgery, the right diet, and someone willing to give him a chance. His health condition is the most serious problem Gus has is that he's experienced is treatable. He has MPR. MPR is currently working. Wait, no. MPR is the people. What is his need then? Oh, he was diagnosed with a torn cruciate ligament, which causes a painful motion in the leg. He needs to undergo TPLO surgery as soon as possible, which consists of stabilizing the stifle joint. The prognosis is good, but Gus will need a good 7 to 8 weeks of recovery following the surgery. Ideally, Gus should be in a home, permanent or foster home, as soon as possible, and so that way he can get the surgery. Gus also suffers from a rather severe skin condition, possibly triggered by allergies and skin sensitivity. While this issue is manageable, it's probably chronic and will most likely require lifelong care in the form of a special diet. Hydrolyzed dog food formula. Gus may or may not also need seasonal allergy medication. Even if you can't give Gus a forever home, perhaps fostering him through his recovery could be an option. Gus will need 7 weeks of kennel rest after his surgery and will be helped in and out of a sling. He'll need help in and out of a sling. If this is not possible, please consider donating for his care. The procedure he needs is probably going to cost around $4,000. So his description is big, stocky, goofy, possibly American Bulldog and Pit Bull mix. So yeah. Fun-loving goofball, confident dog. He's very friendly with people. He's been in several homes with children, including toddlers, and never had a problem. Let's see. Gus would try to chase squirrels and other small animals. Okay? So If you have small animals in your home, such as squirrels or other small animals, Gus may not be the right pet for you. And Gus was the pathetic pet of the week. So Gus. Gus, that was a sad one, man. Gus is definitely pathetic. Gus is one pathetic animal there. Okay. So, all right. The trivia question of the week was, where's the largest pyramid in the world located? The largest pyramid in the world, where is it located? Now, a lot of people, they would think automatically, pyramids gotta be somewhere in Egypt, right? Nope. The largest pyramid in the world is located in Pueblo, Mexico. Pueblo, Mexico. So, just in case you didn't know, Pueblo, Mexico. That's where it's located. Pueblo, Mexico. So, what's this? What's that going on there? Oh no. That means the end of the show. It's the end of the show, yo. Oh. You've been listening to Married with Comedy with Jeff Onyx. We didn't have anyone else on the show because we couldn't get the phones to work. Next week we're gonna have some other stuff going on. Hopefully we'll be back. God willing. Yeah. Enjoy the show.